This is Frog Valley Tropical Fruit Farm, and I haven't been able to do my usual walk around the garden, so, you know, I missed the opportune time to pick the Ross Sapote fruit that fell on the ground and cracked. And generally I like to pick them when they change color. This one still has too much green in it, so if you pick them when they change color, like the other side, I think I ate the other side, like this, then set them on your counter. They ripen up great. And this fruit is just, I mean, look at the color. It's really delicious fruit. If you eat them a little green, they have latex in them, and they aren't as sweet. But if you wait and let it ripen on the counter until it's softer, because this one's still pretty firm, the fruit is super sweet and there's no latex in it. But I eat it anyway. I eat it even though it was cracked open and on the ground. Hasn't killed me yet. So I'm gonna go over here and look at the other Canistel fruit. Finally got our house on the market, and I love Vanda orchids. Got our house on the market, and but I don't know why photographers of exteriors of real estate can't take landscape photos. But the yellow Vandas are scented. They smell very good. This is like a continuous bloomer, this particular Vanda. And that one over there, there's another yellow one. They just keep blooming and blooming and blooming and kind of don't stop. But this is just a single flower on this one this time. But at least they keep blooming. Really pretty. Really pretty. Yeah, I've been dealing with all this stupid real estate stuff. Photos, cleaning, painting, power washing, chopping, all this stuff I hate doing, but I realize now that I probably should have been doing a little bit more of it and less wandering around looking at fruit trees. Then if I'd done a little bit of maintenance here and there, it probably wouldn't have been so horrible. Probably the added stress of the listing the real estate didn't help. Thank God I had my herbal teas, but I didn't add the Noctua latifolia, and my neck hurt really, really bad last night. So I didn't put it in my last tea. But I had my head at a weird angle. It's wiping spider webs off things for like 3 hours straight. So that could have had something to do with it, because it feels fine now. Just want to go over here and look at my houseplants, because I like houseplants and my seeds. I have some jackfruit and some koimak and some pepper seeds starting in here, because they seem to get lost. But the jackfruit's coming up, finally. It's a little jackfruit. I just planted some more jackfruit in here. This is just in biodynamic compost, but what I got really excited about is my Monstera deliciosa albo that only gave me a little tiny bit of variegation right there. See on the edge of the leaf? It's white, that leaf on the bottom, or on the right. And then, but here's the new leaf, and it appears like it has a lot of variegation in it. And the stem has variegation on it. So it was just a node cutting. See that little node in the ground, the branch? That's all it was. And I bought it for myself for Christmas last year. I secretly hoarded it, and because I deserved it, and planted it. Didn't tell anyone till it actually started growing. Did it outside. This is the Philodendron Warzekii, I guess. That's my pink princess, and that's a Philodendron Paradiso. I kind of have grown like non-food plants most of my life. I used to plant the vegetables as a child. My mom would give me the seeds at like 6 and go out and plant the vegetable garden. So as an adult, I just grew roses or cacti or succulents. This is the Dieffenbachia reflector. Stunning. I love Dieffenbachias. Love them. Dieffenbachia. So, but when I moved to Florida and I was like having health issues, I started growing tropical fruit trees. I didn't really know what tropical fruit trees were, or all of them, the different ones. Okay, over to the Canistel. I miss wandering around looking at all this stuff, though. I kind of need to do it. I think it's important. I feel better doing it. I mean, I feel better breathing the air outside than the air inside, probably. These aren't quite ready. They're significantly larger and they have a little nipple at the bottom. But this one's called Delightful. It's a grafted tree we have. Let me get a better picture of that. There it is. Getting there, but not quite. Put it right there so I can get to it easier. If you like mangoes, you can drape the branches when they get heavy. I don't want it too low to the ground because when it gets ripe, creatures have a tendency to just start chewing on it, or after it's ripe, but they don't touch those because they have latex in them. Pumpkin cheesecake, but if you eat them a little green, your lips will stick together like a jackfruit with latex. I'm just gonna show this other little seed grown Ross Sapote I have over here from our seed. It's one of my trails here. All these little stakes are plants. Because I do mark them in here because I plant vegetables in here in the weeds, you know. I put manure down and I'm getting ready to plant some vegetables. In fact, I see some, that looks like taro. Yep, that's taro. I plant vegetables in here right in the weeds, and the compost that I put down, the 50 pounds of manure I put down a day in piles throughout the farm. After the ages, then I just rake it with a rake and rake it with a rake and plant my little seeds in it. Don't have to water. This doesn't get watered either. Never been watered. It's been in the ground a year. It's about 2 feet tall. That's the Ross Sapote. I gotta get back to painting, cleaning, and more maintenance. Have a good day.